We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 180% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the horn opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from white with red borders to bright green bars and back down to red bars so far. The last piece missing would be white with red borders. It hasn't hit it. It's not guaranteed to, but definitely something to watch. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator here today after getting a bear indicator yesterday at the 562 level. That's now been canceled, and a bull indicator popped up at 559. Now, there was volatility here, and it's in a tight consolidation. There's a huge resistance there as we broke it down in yesterday's video between the 560 to 562 level, and here it is fighting to stay above again the 560 area. Now, when we go ahead and look at different charts here, we looked at yesterday Netflix, one that was under a bull indicator and actually sitting sideways in a tight consolidation. And look at that strength, how it reflected here, going from around 687 all the way up to 707 today. Now, a bear indicator popped up again, definitely something to watch, but strong move there with that bull indicator that popped up since yesterday. Then you had Apple here looking strong as well, sitting sideways. Bull indicator popped up into the close, and it hit highs here of 228 today, running nearly $3. And then you had here the QQQ in a tight area, right? And chop, not moving much up or down. Lots of bull and bear indicators back and forth, but right now being dominated by a bull indicator, and it's going to be crucial for this staircase effect to continue, for inflows to follow, and for the chart to go ahead and retest key resistance levels. Now, when we zoom out and look at the SPY on the 1 hour, a bear indicator popped up yesterday at around that 561.70 area, and that's the resistance that we saw today between that 561.70 to 562 area, that tight range. Lots of resistance today, and it's something to not ignore, as in the bigger picture, a bear indicator is dominating. Now, when we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see a bull indicator popping up into the open at around the 559.60 level and going ahead and dominating all day. Through the chop, it dominated, and now a bear indicator has popped up in the after hours at 560.91, something to not ignore. Now I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with inflows crossing over in the first half of the day and trying to dominate for most of the day. You could see that strength there and things slowing down once those outflows began, and outflows are back below. And you could see how sharply things started to drop when those outflows pulled further away from the midpoint, and that drop happened from 561.60 down to 560.50, and it's fighting here to stay above the 560 level. It's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up. Now, if you go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, outflows are dominating as well. Inflows try dominating most of the day, but again, outflows are here below the midpoint in the after hours. Something to not ignore on these charts, and especially in the bigger picture, but really, really close there to the midpoint. Now, when we zoom into the 15-minute on the SPY, we could see in the first half of the day how quickly inflows picked up, and it reflected into these charts from the 558 to 561, almost 562 level. Now, inflows dominated for most of the day, but again, we have outflows here and really close to the midpoint. If these outflows go ahead and pull further away from the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And if it rolls over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, pulling it away from the midpoint as well, the first support I'll be watching is 558. Then below that comes the 555 level, and then I'll be watching 553. So those are the key levels to the downside I would not ignore, especially with these outflows dominating on all three time frames. They're really close to the midpoint, but we're back below and red. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up, switch from red to green, continue the staircase effect that's forming in these charts, retest the resistance of yesterday and today, right? The resistance from yesterday going into the second half and the close was that 562 level. It rejected it, and today that's where things continue to slow down. And if these inflows can pick up and switch from red to green on the 30-minute above 562, the next resistance I'll be watching is 563.50 to 564, and then the recent high and 52-week high of 565 will be crucial. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're red and fighting here near the midpoint, but outflows are dominating right now on the 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1 hour, and I'll be watching if that could change as inflows try to pick up within the volatility of the 15-minute chart, since it's so close there, and if it rolls over into the larger time frames. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.